Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. This is my random recipes. These are the condiments. I'm currently working my way through the sauces. Today's recipe is Creole sauce. This recipe was given to me a long time ago by a regular customer of mine when I was working as a grocery checker. She had owned a New Orleans style restaurant. I don't know how successful her restaurant was. I don't know how authentic the food was. Therefore, I have no idea how authentic this recipe is. I've never tried it. I have no idea how good this is going to be. I apologize to anyone who may take exception to this recipe. I know people from New Orleans take their food very seriously. I mean, no offense. I'm just trying out a recipe here. This recipe is going to go together very quickly. It does need to be cooked, so I will be moving over to the stove. I'll meet you over there, and we'll get started. Let's get to work. I'm here at the stove, and I will run through the ingredients really quickly, and then I'll begin. So this recipe has a half a cup of ketchup, half a cup of water, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of celery seed, 3 tablespoons of cider vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of flour. That's all that goes in it. Dumps it in, and it says to heat through. So I didn't say how long to heat it. So we'll just have to kind of wing it. I'll turn this over so you can see what I'm doing. That looks pretty good. I'll just jump right in. So here is a half cup ketchup. It says to use a large saucepan. I don't think that I need a large saucepan. I'm going to start the heat on now. Start off kind of low. You can always bring it up. Then there's a half cup of water. And a half teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of celery seed. 3 tablespoons of cider vinegar. A 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. 1 teaspoon of sugar. 1 teaspoon of flour. All right, so I'm going to start whisking this and turn the heat up a bit more. Again, I have no idea how authentic this is. I have no idea how good this is going to be. This is totally an experiment. I've had this recipe for years. I've never tried it. Maybe I'll attempt that to see how we're doing. We're getting there. Let's smell the vinegar. Okay, I'm going to check the temp again. Let's see how we're doing. Starting to see some bubbling going on. I think we're good. We're at 150. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to set it aside for a few moments, and I will be back. I'm here at the table. I cooked myself some chicken nuggets, and we'll discuss that more here in a moment. I'll turn the camera down so you can see the final product, so you can see the sauce. So here are my nuggets. This is the sauce. I brought a fork because I'm figuring that nuggets are going to be pretty hot. Let's go ahead and give this a taste. Let's start with one that isn't like straight out of the fryer. And see the specks of or celery seed in there. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a taste. I'll turn this up so you get to watch my reaction. It's surprisingly vinegary, but I guess it has a fair amount of vinegar. About 1/3 of the recipe is vinegar. It's not especially spicy. I mean, for New Orleans food, I would think cayenne or black pepper. There is none of that in there. It's kind of intense with the vinegar. I think I would like that as a glaze on some grilled meat. I think that would, kind of caramelize it and maybe balance it out just a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of tangy. It's not especially spicy. The predominant favorite flavor is the vinegar. Okay, so it's not bad. I would see where it has its uses. I think it would be good as glaze on some grilled meat. I think that'd be good. I really didn't know what to pair this with. I kind of struggled with that. Shrimp would seem like a logical choice, but if the sauce was less than wonderful, that'd be a horrible waste of a bunch of lovely shrimp. So I didn't want to go that way. So I decided to go with the chicken nuggets because they're neutral enough and makes for a safe taste test. They're not too upscale to ruin, and they're simple enough that I'm tasting the sauce, not the nuggets, because I know what the nuggets are supposed to taste like. That way I'd be tasting the sauce, not the nuggets. Next time I'm going to be making a recipe that is from Southeast Asia. This is going to be something kind of special. It's one of my personal favorites. Please come back for that. I will include the ingredients and the preparation for the Creole sauce in the description below. Hi, this is Cookie. I'll turn this down so you can see her. There's Cookie. Say hi, Cookie. Hi, baby. If you have any questions or feedback for me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I would really love to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That would be great. I would appreciate that. Helps my channel to continue to grow. Thank you for joining me on my journey through the condiments, specifically through the sauces. I'll see you again next time. Bye. Have a good one.